let's talk about budgeting just for
Right.
a second here, because that's an important part. There's a really good book out there called The Richest Man in Babylon.
The Richest Man in Babylon.
Yeah, it's
I'll
a
put a
very,
link right here.
very
Yeah.
easy read.
Gotcha.
And it's an old book that sold probably millions of copies. But what it says is, it turns the traditional budgeting on its head. In that, you think, oh, I'm going to line this out. Okay, X dollars for
Right.
food, X dollars for entertainment. Well, you never can remember. You never quite
Exactly where
hit
it is,
that.
right.
Their prescription is write the first check to yourself. So when you get your paycheck, the first check goes to yourself.
Interesting.
Then the rest is there for you to spend. If you run out of money before the next check comes in, you're done spending.
You're just done.
You're just done. That's it.
Interesting.
And so
That's great.
that's an easy way to do it. Now, if you really want to get serious about like financial independence, they did a study of all the people that are millionaires and that earned their millions, and they found that they save on average 20% of their income.
Interesting.
That's
20%
steep.
of their income.
That's steep, but that's what it takes, and that's
I
what
see.
those people do. So that first check that you write to yourself, that goes into we'll talk about the retirement savings.
Right.
That's where you max out on your retirement savings as best you can. If you can get to 20%, great.
Interesting.
If you can't, keep working towards that until you get maxed
Wow.
out on your retirement.
Wow, that's so fascinating. You mentioned putting away 20%, saving 20% of your money,
Right.
and so that seems like something where you have to have a lot of self control to accomplish something like that.
Right.
And interesting enough, Stanford psychology department, they did this study, and they tracked students for 30 years since they were a baby
Yeah.
until they were 30, and they wanted to find out what contributes most to your success. Is it the wealth that you were given by your parents? Is it your intelligence? Is it your your physical height? What tracks best
Yeah.
to your success, your monetary success? It turns out the people that ended up with the most wealth at the end of the study were the ones that gave this test called the marshmallow test.
Uh-huh.
So they would give, let's imagine you're like 3 years old. We'd give you a marshmallow, okay? And we say, we'll give you another one right now, or if you wait 30 minutes, we'll give you 5. And the kids that waited 30 minutes and got 5 were the richest ones.
That makes the most
Which is
sense.
really fascinating. So I think it's something that if you know that, you can start, thinking about, okay, like I need to get better at this. I think it's something you can get better at.
Right. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit.
Excellent.
When you talk about the marshmallow, that comes back to you and I had talked earlier about the 100-year plan.
Right.
Where at your age, you got to realize you might live to be 100. So
Right.
you got to plan for that.
That's right.
Not necessarily that you will, but you got to plan that you might live to be 100. So that marshmallow example, when you take a unit of savings and you spend it now versus spending it later in life, turns out it's 2 to 3 times. So
Right.
1 unit equals 2 or 3 years, two or 3 units of freedom, financial
I
freedom later in life. So it is that same concept of deferring now, because it's not just one more. When you defer one, you get it later.
I
You
see.
get 2 or 3, you get a multiplier effect, and if your investments turn out really good, it's 4 or 5.
I see.
It
Wow.
can be big. So
Wow.
important.
It's really important.